All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Dan Edwards, managing broker of the Eastside Real Estate Team, and you are listening to Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Team podcast. And we are now here with our guest, Evan Amundson of Heartland HR and Payroll. Evan was not was, he still is, a Washington native, born and raised in Everett. He's been married since 2020, so 3 happy years, and is with Heartland for the last 18 months. Evan has built a successful career in client management and customer service, and he takes every opportunity to get out from behind his desk, meet business owners for a handshake, and a great conversation about supporting their business. Welcome to the show, Evan.
Thanks, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's kind of a fun, partly sunny day. So, like, the definition, like, who knows the definition between partly cloudy, partly sunny? I would say partly sunny means you have a lot of clouds and a few sun. So, I don't know. I prefer mostly sunny, but I will take partly sunny.
I'll make you a little bit jealous. I'm going to Hawaii tomorrow, so
that is not cool. But well, at least you're not sitting there doing the podcast from there, because that would really make me jealous. All right, so let's talk. So today's topic is a prospect won't buy what you're selling unless you make a measurable positive impact and address 5 different issues. Is that what our topic is today?
We can talk about whatever you want, but that seems to be my running challenge. So
I
had a really good conversation just with this great guy that I met recently, and he brought up something that stuck with me pretty well. He said, if you can't make an impact on 5 different things, if you can't solve 5 different problems for somebody, then they're not going to go with you or buy what you're offering. So yeah, I've kind of used that as a milestone.
That's basically a what's the word I'm looking for? I think milestone, but everybody has something to sell to someone, right? I mean, a lot of our small businesses out there, or food or all that stuff, but address 5 different issues. That's pretty impressive. So let's jump into some of these questions. So first off, tell me about Heartland.
So Heartland is a national company, most well known for their credit card processing and payments processing, both in store and online. I'm in our payroll and HR division. So payroll is a pretty basic function, but when I say HR, I'm helping businesses with everything from hiring to retiring. So that really starts with tools to help them recruit. So many businesses in almost every industry are finding difficulty hiring enough employees and hiring the right employees. And what we're able to do at Heartland is help them post to multiple social media and online job boards to get their message out to more spots and to monitor all of their job applicants from one place.
Okay. And why pick Heartland? I know there's other companies that do that.
I actually didn't ever think that I would be in a sales job again before I came to Heartland, but there's an opportunity here to not only be somebody in a sales role, but also be somebody in a client management and customer service role, which is where my true passion is. It's not just my job to be a consultant and to find the right solutions for customers. It's actually my job to stick with them long-term and make sure that they're getting the support that they need. So I really like the aspect of the relationship part of this position and getting to work with people long-term and not just on a one-time basis. And you probably feel the same having clients come to you for their second and third home. It's really nice to have people come back and touch you again. So,
oh, that's awesome. So you consult on payroll and HR. So let's unpack that. What's involved in the HR side of things?
So HR is essentially keeping businesses in compliance. That's through keeping their employee handbooks up to date, their company policies up to date as well, and that their employees are aware when those policies change. Heartland's customers have access to a team of Society of Human Resource Management professionals. That's SHRM certified professionals that they have all the time in the world to ask them questions and help them build their employee handbooks. We notify our client.
SHRM certified? What is that?
Society of Human Resources Management.
SHRM.
In the industry, it's just shortened to SHRM, but I'm sure, not a lot of fun to say the long way. So,
So you said about positive impact in 5 areas. Uh, can you do you have a story on how the HR side like made a positive impact on somebody you served?
Sure. My newest client is coming on board right now because he's getting sued actually because he didn't have his employee handbook set up. And that was the thing that got him to come on board, is that not only do we take care of their payroll needs, but he's able to work with our SHRM certified professionals to build up his employee handbook and specifically address the issue in which his past employee is bringing on litigation. So that is a huge positive impact. And small businesses don't often have somebody either in a part-time or full-time HR position. So it's really important to have those company policies set up.
Gotcha. All right. So, how about the payroll side? Like, there's a lot of payroll companies, right? How has your business there at Heartland solved some of these payroll issues?
There are a lot of payroll companies, and one of the reasons I came to Heartland, like I said, is that I get to work with clients long term. A lot of our competitors pretty much have a sales force, and they just go and sign somebody up for as much as they can, and they move on to the next one. I really like to be able to figure out what it is a business needs, figure out the most competitive cost for them, and make sure that they're going to be happy long term and not just so I can have a quick sale. That's really not the name of the game for me. Heartland's got a dedicated payroll specialist for each of our customers. We will key in employee hours. We're really, truly a full service payroll. We've got a 3-year price lock for all of our customers, no matter how big or how small. So, regardless of how expensive eggs get, or steak gets, or gas, payroll is going to be the same cost in 2023 as it is in 2026.
Awesome. All right. So, who's an ideal client for you?
Our services are typically geared from 10 to 250 employees, but Heartland was actually founded as a company to serve restaurants. So anyone that needs help with merchant services or e-commerce, we do point of sale equipment, timekeeping, both our own proprietary system, as well as being agnostic with timekeeping. So being able to import employee hours from other systems as well. Restaurants, a fantastic business that we can help pretty much in all aspects.
All right. So, what sets Heartland apart? Because again, there are lots of payroll. I don't know about HR companies, but put together, what's the wow factor?
I would put support at the top of the list. Like I said, with most payroll companies, you're calling, you're waiting on hold with somebody if there's something that needs to be done. With Heartland, you've got the direct contact information for the person that you need to speak to. So it really comes down to accountability. Who's going to be accountable to your business? Is it going to be a 1-800 number? Is it going to be a support team that's not even necessarily from the United States? Or is it going to be Bill that helps out Janie's restaurant? I'd rather call a single person and work with them over and over and over again to make sure that all the needs are met and any issues are swiftly addressed.
Well, now there are a lot of people that. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a question. You do tons of networking, right? Business
Yeah.
networking. Who are you looking to meet?
So when I pick up the phone and I talk to people about payroll, a lot of the times, quite honestly, they're not wanting to talk about it or switch it, and that's okay. The best people, the most successful people at Heartland, and the best people are successful through the networking that they're able to do. So that's being a reliable person, that's having a reliable service and product. I'm looking to meet anybody that's in group benefits insurance because we don't compete with what they do and we integrate with what they do for businesses. And I'm also looking to meet anybody in the accounting industry. So bookkeepers, CPAs, accountants, anybody that touches payroll or helps their clients out with it.
Okay, cool. Well, a lot of people, they really don't want to do anything unless they're really shopping for a new rep or new payroll, or they're unhappy. Why should they talk to you?
I'm not a very salesy type guy. I want to be a consultant and do 90% listening and 10% talking, really figure it out what it is that a business needs to do to save time, figure out what their budget is, how they're going to save costs, and what kind of support that they're looking for. Typically, people don't want to have the payroll conversation unless they're in kind of a painful spot. So I don't want them to just make a lateral move to switch a payroll company or process. I really want to, like I said, make an impact in 5 areas or really change how much time they're spending, how much they're paying for it, and the support that they're getting.
That's awesome. Well, so how do people get a hold of you?
I think my number's scrolling across the bottom. I'm also at evan.amundson at heartland.us. I think my info will be posted somewhere on your website, and they can find us when I post this on LinkedIn as well.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I'm going to bring our guest Tucker back on here, and we're going to talk St. Patrick's Day event in